Hi, Aries. Welcome to your October tarot reading. October is a super duper busy month. Astrologically, cosmically, there's just so much going on. We have two eclipses that are ruled by Venus and Virgo. We have Mercury going, like, just flying through three different signs. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot of squares from Libra to Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto will be going direct. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. So, if you would like to see how the astrology is going to empower you, that's the word we're using. We're not fear-mongering anybody around here. Yeah, I put up all the rising and sun astrology on the Love and Science Patreon. In the first and the second tier, you can get all of that. And I'll be talking about some of the bigger, of course, we're going to talk about the eclipse energies and all of that stuff as well. But um, if you're not ready to commit to be a member, you can also get those videos individually. If you go ahead and head to our Patreon, the link is in the description box. You can get those videos individually and you can still support us, and that would be wonderful. And I have my 6-month reading available on my website, which is also in the description box, so you can get on the list for the January through June 2024 reading. If you order your reading in October, you will also get December energies in your reading. I think that's it. So, Aries. Let's take a look at what you're surrendering during this very eclipsy October. A lot of people are kind of aggressive right now. There's a lot of people's traumas are coming to the surface, and they like don't know how to control their emotional reactions to people. And I think that is becoming more and more prevalent as we move through the days in October too. So, oh, I love these cards for you. Okay, so you got two cards. The first one is surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Surrender to complete healing. I love that. Okay. And the other one is surrender defensiveness. Nice. This is a good one for October. If you find yourself being defensive about something, thinking that you need to like defend yourself in any way, stop and ask yourself if they're really attacking you. Or if they are really attacking you, if you even need to defend yourself, maybe you just need to walk away. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, and then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So, surrender to complete healing, surrender defensiveness. Oh, so really allowing yourself to be open to what it is that you need to heal and not be on the attack about everything all the time. And I totally, you guys, I completely and totally understand why you would want to be on the attack. I understand why people are being really defensive right now. Like it's a thing, I get that, but it doesn't get us anywhere. Like it really doesn't. It doesn't get us anywhere. It basically gets us more okay. So we have the Nine of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. On the bottom row, we have the Queen of Cups, We have the Hermit, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Hermit has been showing up in several readings that have been going on because Venus is going to be in Virgo, first of all. And I really think that this Venus in Virgo is going to be a time where I think that it's going to, I think it's going to give us an opportunity to really find out how we're being more of service to other people than we are being of service to ourselves. Mars is also going to be in Scorpio. So there's a lot of sexual energy, all of that, like just that, Mars being in Scorpio. Mars is just want to make sure. Okay. Sorry for the glitches. Yeah, so Mars is your planet. We want to, it's being in its other domicile is going to make it a lot stronger. So the Nine of Swords with the Page of Swords, there's this overthinking, and I know you're overthinking about money, Aries. I know you're overthinking about money with the Ten of Pentacles here and the Eight of Pentacles here. I know you're overthinking about money. And I know that you're overthinking about this and getting really emotional about it as well. And I feel like this journey that I feel like you're doing this alone with the Hermit's journey here. So, yeah, so this really feels like, yes, it's great to be honest with yourself, but how on it, like, are you being extra hard on yourself? That Nine of Swords makes me feel like you're being extra hard on yourself about how am I going to get to this Ten of Pentacles foundation? How am I going to be able to build this Ten of Pentacles foundation? And so this is stress. You're stressed out, right? Stressed out. And that stress is making you emotional. And I also think that stress is making you withdrawn. Like, I feel like you guys are only focusing on work right now, Aries. I feel like you've got your head down and you're just like, this is the way it is, the way it's got to be. Let's clarify. Nine of Swords. I want to make sure that this is not getting all mushed. This microphone. I'm still getting used to it. We're just going to clarify all of them. I feel like if you retreat, and I feel like if you stop asking for, like if you try to just do this on your own and you retreat, I feel like in I feel like there's an internal tower moment coming. That's what I feel like is happening for you. I don't know. I kind of feel like the tower moment already happened on the outside of you. And so I feel like this reading that's happening here is very internal for you, especially because we started off in your mind with the Nine of Swords, right? Like we started off internally. And so I feel like this is a very internal reading. The High Priestess, hold on, my mouth is, I take a lot of medication that dries me out. So, and we live in the desert and it's like extra, extra dry right now. Okay, so the High Priestess is on the Nine of Swords. So when you're overthinking things, you're not going to be able to hear your own inner voice. And so that's why I feel like this is an inner journey for you. October is about the inner journey. Ten of Swords on the Page of Swords. This is where I feel like you're being a little hard on yourself. I also feel like your words are a little sharper to other people too, because you're being so hard on yourself. I feel like you're also kind of being hard on other people as well. That Ten of Swords. So yes, really, really rough things are happening right now. That Ten of Swords is going to the worst possible case scenario in your mind. because swords are our thoughts in tarot. At least in this tarot, it is. And so I feel like you're being really hard on yourself because you keep thinking of the worst possible case. You keep on thinking of how everything is going to fall apart and all the ways it's going to fall apart and the combating. Like you're really fighting yourself, right? For some of you, you're having petty arguments when it comes to money. But for most of you, this is about arguing with yourself, those petty arguments, even with yourself. Five of Wands on the 10 of Pentacles. But we have a lot of endings happening here. Okay? We have a lot of endings happening here, and that's because things are about to change for Aries, rising, sun, moon, I don't care who it is, Venus, Mars, I don't care. Something is about to change, and right now, the reason why it's probably hard for you to make conscious decisions about like the directions that you want to go in and things you want to do, and the reason why you're fighting with yourself a lot is because you're really emotional. I can see why you're emotional. There's a lot that's going on. I feel like you're really stressed out about money. I feel like this is very much a survival mode reading in a big way. But it's all happening internally. Like I literally want to look at you guys and be like, are you even showing anybody this kind? Are you showing how much pain you're in? Are you showing how hurt you are right now? How much you need help? Are you asking for help from anybody, right? Or are you just juggling all of this? The Two of Pentacles on the Queen of Cups. Are you just juggling all of this and being really extra emotional on your own? I feel like you don't have to do this alone, but I feel like you are anyways. Um, and I feel like you also don't want to argue with other people. I feel, the Tower on the Hermit. So either there's a Virgo that you are with and something happens with the Virgo. The foundation with the Virgo wasn't as strong as you thought it was going to be, or you thought it was. Or you're just internalizing this Tower moment for yourself. You're walking the journey and you're processing it all on your own. Either way, whether this has a Virgo involved or whether this is just you walking this walk by yourself and going through all of these motions and going through all of these situations by yourself, um, things are changing. And I want you to just kind of keep moving forward and letting the change happen, right? I want you to not miss the signs and the details and all of the little things that can come up and show you how much different things will be. The Wheel of Fortune on the Eight of Pentacles. And it makes me feel like intuitively, right? That High Priestess coming out on the Nine of Swords, intuitively, you know that this is not going to last. The stress of what's happening right now, it's not going to be forever. Like, you know that things are moving forward. I feel like you kind of just started this journey of transformation. And a lot of this outer abundance that you're really fighting yourself with, and you're really looking for this outer abundance. And I think that that's what you're stressed out about is, and it's not even outer abundance, it's just survival, right? Like in this reality that we all have to be in, there's a amount of survival that we have to be in. And this feels like that. And so I feel like you're just, you're going through the transformation. The Emperor is at the bottom of the deck, by the way. So we're going to leave him right there. But these other bottom of the deck cards, we have the Page of Pentacles with the Death card. So you're really a student on a journey of transformation right now. Um, any kind of Scorpio energy trying to give you crumbs in your life, don't take it. You deserve more than that. And that's what this next part's about. Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. Five of Pentacles is feeling a lack mentality, feeling a lack. And maybe it's not even a mentality. Maybe you actually feel a physical lack going on. And that's, you know, if you don't ever believe that that's going to change, then this Wheel of Fortune doesn't need to be here. But the Ace of Cups with that Five of Pentacles is saying it's time for you to focus on filling up your own cup. That's where this starts. That's where this newfound confidence starts. Because I feel like after October, you're going to have this amount of confidence and this amount of resilience and this amount of like, man, look what I accomplished. Right? I feel like that's coming. But there does feel like there are some inner, I don't want to call them demons, I don't want to call them tests, but there are those, inner arguments that you have with yourself, and it feels very uncomfortable, that that it's happening, right? But there's this transformation. And I think a lot of it is the complete healing, right? The Death card for me always, to me, it always represents healing because it's the cycle of life. So it does. Like the surrender to complete healing is very much this Death card to me. I know that sounds a little weird, but when you're a terminal cancer patient, you tend to look at death and healing in a different light than most people. And then surrendering to defensiveness, like even with yourself. Why are you being so defensive with yourself? Because you think that you're supposed to be in another place right now, not doing what you're doing? Things are changing. I'm excited for you. I love you, Aries. I hope to see you guys in Patreon or in a reading sometime this month. That would be wonderful. Thanks for watching and thanks for your support. Bye.